Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will talk about the Calathea Orbifolia plant, how to care for it, how to repot it, tips for dealing with brown edges and much more. So stay with me till the end of this video. The plant comes from the jungles of the Amazon in South America, particularly from Bolivia. It belongs to the prayer plant family. It became a very popular houseplant because of its gorgeous leaves and spectacular appearance. But like all calatheas, this plant can be tricky when it comes to indoor care. As you may have already heard, all calatheas are a bit more difficult to keep them happy, so they usually don't last long. But actually, when you find the right balance for its needs, it's not a very demanding plant. So let me tell you all of its requirements from my experience. The Calathea Orbifolia is famous for its strikingly beautiful foliage. Each leaf is large, round and lush, featuring a stunning pattern of silvery green stripes that run parallel to the veins. These stripes create an eye-catching contrast against the darker green background of the leaves. The leaves have a slightly wavy texture and a glossy finish, which adds to their visual appeal. The plant's overall appearance is elegant and tropical, making it the perfect choice for adding a touch of nature and sophistication to any indoor space. I have had this Calathea for almost 2 years. They are moderate in growth, but sometimes they can surprise you by producing more than one leaf at a time. The new leaves are truly remarkable because of their form. They are rounded and start as tightly rolled tubes, gradually unfurling to reveal their beautiful patterned surfaces. They have a slightly lighter green color with more pronounced silvery stripes, making them stand out against the mature foliage. This Calathea thrives best in medium, diffused bright light. I keep mine near a north-facing window in winter, but in spring and summer I move it about 3 feet away from the window. I live in the northern hemisphere. However, don't place it too far or in heavy shade, because it will slow its growth and lose its vibrant colors. Also, keep in mind that it doesn't like to be exposed to direct sun, as this will scorch the leaves. If you notice brown spots on the leaves, it might be a problem of too much sun or direct light. When it comes to watering requirements, Calathea Orbifolia can be a little demanding. First and most important is to avoid using tap water, as it contains chlorine and fluoride that can harm the roots. If you notice that the leaves are becoming yellow or brown on the edges, it could be a water problem. Always use distilled, filtered or rainwater when watering. Calathea Orbifolia prefers consistently moist soil, but it's important not to overwater. Water your plant when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. Always check the soil moisture before watering. Also, be careful not to let the soil dry out completely, as it will result in brown and crispy leaves. I always water my calatheas thoroughly and let them soak for about 15 minutes. After soaking, make sure the water drains out completely. I have a video about watering tips where I explain why this watering method is best. I'll leave a link in the description. Another important factor for calatheas is humidity. They thrive best in humid environments, ideally above 50%. If the leaves start curling and browning, it's a sign that they need more humidity. You can increase humidity by using a humidifier, placing a water-filled tray with pebbles under the plant, or grouping it with other plants. Misting can also help, but be careful not to overdo it, as this can lead to fungal issues. An ideal place for your Calathea is the bathroom. If your bathroom has a window, this will be perfect for growing your Calathea. I keep mine with other arid plants and use a humidifier. If you notice yellow or brown leaves, check the humidity level. Calathea Orbifolia has specific temperature requirements to thrive. This plant prefers a warm, stable environment with temperatures between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's important to avoid sudden temperature changes and drafts, as this can stress the plant. Keep your Calathea away from heating vents, air conditioners, and open windows during cold weather. If the temperature drops below 60 degrees Fahrenheit, the leaves may start to suffer, becoming discolored or droppy. Similarly, temperatures above 55 degrees Fahrenheit can cause the plant to dry out quickly and lead to browning leaf edges. Consistency is key, so try to maintain a stable temperature range for your Calathea Orbifolia. Calathea Orbifolia prefers well-draining soil that stays moist but not too wet. I usually make my own mix for my plants. For all my Calatheas, I also make my own mixture using equal parts of coco coir, orchid bark, compost, and perlite. These ingredients combined together create a chunky mix that is rich in nutrients and easy to drain. You can, of course, use potting mix, but you will have to be more careful with watering. Repotting is usually done every 2 years. She doesn't like being repotted because her roots get disturbed, but she doesn't grow well if she is root-bound. You should repot your Calathea only when it is root-bound and has overgrown its current pot. If she is healthy, I suggest not removing a lot of the old mix, as you may hurt the roots. Transfer her to a larger pot and add fresh mixture without too much disturbance. I will repot mine because I want to refresh the soil and give her a little more space to spread. You can see that the new pot is slightly bigger. If you choose a larger pot, you risk root rot because the soil mixture will stay wet for too long. Larger pots dry out slowly, so I suggest using a pot that is one size bigger. Also, the pot must have drainage holes so the water can drain out completely. After repotting, I suggest giving your Calathea a deep soak for about 20 minutes to ensure the mixture is evenly moist. After soaking, drain out the excess water and return it to its decorative pot or tray. Fertilizing Calathea Orbifolia is important to keep it healthy and vibrant. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength. Apply the fertilizer every 4 weeks during the growing season, which is typically from spring to early fall. Be careful not to over-fertilize, as this can cause leaf burn and damage the plant. During the winter months, reduce the frequency of fertilizing as the plant's growth slows down. Always water your Calathea before applying fertilizer to avoid root burn. I use an all-purpose houseplant fertilizer. Calathea Orbifolia can be prone to pests and diseases, so it's important to regularly check your plant for any signs of trouble. Common pests include spider mites, aphids, and mealybugs. If you notice small webs or white cotton-like masses, these are signs of pest infestations. To treat pests, you can use insecticidal soap or neem oil. Be sure to spray the solution on both the tops and undersides of the leaves. The most common problems are yellow or brown leaves, spots, and crispy edges. Yellow leaves often indicate overwatering or poor drainage. Ensure the soil is well draining and allow the top inch to dry out before watering again. Brown leaf edges or tips usually result from low humidity or inconsistent watering. Brown spots on the leaves can be caused by direct sunlight or too much fertilizer. Keep your Calathea in bright, indirect light and use balanced, diluted fertilizer only during the growing season. If you see dark, mushy spots, it might be a sign of fungal infection due to overwatering. In this case, improve drainage, reduce watering, and remove affected leaves. So, if you follow all the instructions on how to care for your Calathea Orbifolia, it will become a real beauty in no time. By providing the right environment, proper watering, adequate humidity, and regular monitoring for pests and diseases, your Calathea will thrive and reward you with its stunning foliage. I would love to hear about your experiences, so feel free to comment below. We are all here to learn something new. If you like my content, please support my channel by clicking on the subscribe button or joining my community for only 99 cents per month. Thanks for watching and happy growing!